Okay, today's lesson is on 7.3, periodic graphs and amplitude. This is period 4, May 16th, 2014. Everybody in this class knows that they are being recorded. Shout out.
To the bay.
Okay. Everything that's on this first screen is all review material. I don't think I have to explain any of this because it's all been explained before. I wanted you to write it down again, though, because it is pertinent to this next lesson. Moving on. All right, so go ahead. Yes, I already started. Yeah. Calculator exploration. What I've got here is I've already pulled up the screens on the graphing calculator for you. The first is the graph of cosine of t between 0 and 2 pi. And the second is the graph of cosine of 4t between 0 and 2 pi. Go ahead and copy that down. Go ahead and try and sketch those graphs for me. And then we'll talk about them. Okay, so we've got the parent graph, f of t equals cosine t on the top graph. That's one cycle of the parent graph. And then we just took a look at what would happen if we graphed cosine of 4 times t. And we're looking at the picture, and it's we notice that we've got 4 complete cycles over that same period. So we're taking a wave and we're compressing it. Okay? So let's look at the graph here. What is the period of one cycle? All right, so here we've got starting at positive 1, going down and then back up again. What is the length of that wave?
0.
Pi over 2, right, from 0 to pi over 2. So the period of one cycle is pi over 2. Now, in a few slides, we're going to get a formula to calculate that. But for right now, I just wanted you to visualize that. Okay, so by multiplying the angle by a number before you evaluate the trig function, you're compressing the waves. Yeah. All right, next slide. This one, oh, I didn't put the markers in. I thought I did. I thought I put the markers in.
Nope.
So this slide is all about sine.
Yep. And you're still recording.
Yeah, I know. I'm still recording. So I'm going to hit pause. Yes, I am. Okay, so now when we're multiplying the angle by 5 before we evaluate the sine, we see that over the same period, we now have 5 sinusoidal waves. Okay? Again, so this is a compression, a horizontal, let's use that word. This is a horizontal compression of the sine graph. Now, let's think about what is the period. I really meant to, or at least I thought I had, marked where each cycle begins and ends, but I guess I didn't. And that's great because now we can calculate it together. So if this entire length is 2 pi, okay, what will be the length of just one, starting at 0, going up, going down, and coming back to 0? All right, there are 5 cycles, and 5 cycles occur in 2 pi. So what is the period of one of them? You can do this for me, Nigel.
Pi over 4?
2? Excellent. Thank you. Whoever said that. Who said that?
That was me.
Sherry? 2 pi over 5. 2 pi divided by 5. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, I kind of.
Okay, because the whole thing is 2 pi. There are 5 of them. You divide. And that's what the formula is going to be now. You ready? All right, write down this. Okay, so here we have the formula for period, which we kind of figured out ourselves in the previous problem. All right, so here are, and I've graphed this for you too, to try and help make sense of it all. I want you to understand the transformations that are going on. But the directions for this are determine the period. So you should be able to determine the period without looking at the graph. But I wanted to provide the graphs to you just to help you make sense of it. So T, capital T, is the commonly used variable for period. I don't have any idea why. It just is.
I mean, maybe she was like, period. Period.
So what's my B for problem 1? 5. Okay, so I've got the period equals 2 pi over B, 2 pi over 5. Okay, and so here I show on the graph that between 0 and 2 pi, each one of these cycles is 2 pi. You've got one that ends at 2 pi, at 4 pi, at 6 pi, at 8 pi, and then at 10 pi, because is not 2 pi equal to 10 pi over 5? Yes, Ms. Paterno?
Yes, Paterno.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so now for problem 2, we're going to use the same formula. T equals 2 pi divided by, now tricky, what's B? Let's see if any of you brilliant people can tell me what B is.
1/3.
1/3, very nice. How do you divide by a fraction? Multiply by the reciprocal. So this is equal to 2 pi times 3, which is 6 pi. Jamie, I'm recording this lesson. Pretend like you care. Let's take a look at the graph of sine of t divided by 3. Here, notice it takes an entire 6 pi to do just one cycle. So this one is a horizontal compression because each wave of cosine is shrinking up. It's getting closer together. This one is a horizontal, what's the word?
Stretch.
Stretch. Okay? Because now one wave of cosine goes all the way to 6 pi. It's opening up instead of 2 pi. All right, that's all for today.